This is the real Tom Rose. We're dealing with a short passage here, and what's interesting, there's a couple interesting traps here. For example, the passage is asking, it says, according to the author, the philtrum is significant because. Now, this entire passage is really about the philtrum. There's a couple of answer choices that we can get rid of right off the bat because they don't really refer back to the philtrum specifically. For example, let's take answer choice 4, I think is the best example of this. It says, vestigial traits can tell us a great deal about our origins. Now, if you ask yourself, is that statement true or false? The statement is true. That's part of what makes it a trap. You can't just look for statements that are true. So be very careful when you read something that's true. In fact, you may even agree with it. Not only is it true, but you agree with it. And not only that, but the passage agrees with it. I think this is the case as well. The passage supports, agrees, and believes this is true. That makes this a very dangerous answer choice. The reason why it's not the right answer is because it doesn't explain why the philtrum is significant. So this is out of scope. Right? There's two other answer choices that are the same way. This one and this one. Right? These are things that, again, you may think they're true. We should pay attention to the body, but the philtrum isn't significant because we should pay attention to the body. Similarly, the philtrum isn't significant because why we have retained a useless trait presents interesting questions. Right? So if you try to read it that way, you realize that it's disjointed. But you can say the philtrum is significant because it allows us to form sophisticated facial expressions, which is why these two answer choices are within scope. It does specifically address the philtrum. Now the question is, which one of these is the correct one? Well, one of those is actually not true. The third one here says it's the thing that separates us from the animals and makes us human. Well, in the passage it actually says humans, and it actually says and our relatives, the great apes. So like it specifically doesn't separate us from the animals. In fact, some animals have it, so this one's definitely wrong. So we've narrowed it down to the second choice by process of elimination. You could also pick this one directly by finding a proof statement, which leads you right to it. Proof statement is somewhat hard to find because there's nothing in the passage that really leads you to it. You have to read the whole thing. But it does say in here, we have a useless philtrum. Therefore, our highly flexible upper lips and cheeks can move independently, allowing us to communicate with other humans through sophisticated facial expressions. So it's this block right here that leads specifically to answer choice B.